On this day on August 13th, 1987, a Piper Cherokee airplane flew close to President Reagan's helicopter in restricted airspace. The pilot and passenger of the airplane were arrested. Hey, what is up YouTube? I'm back again with another video. We're going to be doing another video on butt packs. So the last time we focused just on the M1967 style, and now we're going to be taking a look at all of the Alice field packs, or training field packs, or butt packs, whichever you want to call them. For most of them, the official nomenclature or title was training field pack, but we'll jump in and take a look at what we have here. So in the last video, I showed you guys my original Vietnam-era U.S. Marine Corps M1967 butt pack. And then later on in the 1970s, they came out with the training field pack. It looks almost identical. It has Velcro straps for the poncho and poncho liner straps. It has D-rings now. These are Alice clips instead of slide keepers now. They still kept the eyelets for the M1910 hooks on the side webbing and on the main flap. Still has the waterproof liner. And they used this style just throughout the 1970s. Or it was only made during the 1970s. Then later on in the 80s, they came out with this style. As you guys can see, the nylon is a little bit different. Still has all the same features as the training butt pack or the training field pack, except what makes this one unique is its stamp. It says this is the Combat Field Pack M1967, and it's contracted in 1986. Although they do share the same national stock number, these two do. Later on, once the military started to quit using the M1910 hooks, they revised the training field pack to this. This one is unissued from 1988. As you guys can see, it has all the same features: Alice clips, ID window, Velcro for the poncho and poncho liner straps, D-rings, carry handle, except it has no eyelets on the side webbing anymore or on the flap. And you can see the waterproof liner, still mostly intact, and the stamp, training field pack, 1988, national stock number. So they actually have all three the same national stock numbers, although they're technically different variations of the same pack. The last version of the Alice field pack or training pack was this. This one is unissued, just like this one is. And you can see it has all the identical features. The ID window has changed a little bit, but all of it's still the same. The US stamp is very small, but it no longer has the eyelets for the M1910 hooks. And you can see the stamp, field pack, training, nylon duck, and I think this one has a contract of 1993. Still has the waterproof liner. Now, the easiest way to tell eras is that the nylon is darker for the older style, which I really like and prefer. This has more of that 90s or post-Desert Storm to 2000s nylon, where it's almost a light green and it's not really OD anymore. Here's a good example of that. These are the Alice Compass First Aid pouches, and as you guys can see, this one is significantly lighter, and that is because this one is from the 90s or early 2000s, and it has that light olive green color. Well, this one would have been made in the 80s or 90s, and it's still very dark green, almost a brown, which I really like that color. And you guys can see it compared. So basically, to use this or this field pack for an 80s or Desert Storm impression, it really wouldn't be that correct, because you can tell the difference that they are from different eras, although they are technically the same pouch. So that is all the variants of the Alice field pack. This one's M1967, and then the rest of these, although this one carries the name of the M1967 butt pack or combat field pack, these are all Alice era, or all Alice. Now, I want to show you guys some variants out there that you might come across. This one is being sold on eBay right now by somebody listing it as an M1967 butt pack. While it does carry many of the same features as the Army's version, this is actually a Rothco or Fox Outdoor manufacturing style. It's very cheap and it likely won't hold up. Rothco used to sell these for about 13-15 bucks, but they don't make them anymore. So this is something that you might come across. It is fake, it's not military issue, and when you compare it to a real one, it does stand out really well. Here's a better one of the two. You'll notice that there's no ID window, there's big D rings, there's no poncho liner straps, there's no drain hole, and there's no stamps or side webbing. This is a reproduction that would have been sold in surplus stores or at the BX back in the 80s and 90s, but it's not military issue. Here's another one. This is my personal 24-hour bag from Civil Air Patrol. It has a big US stamp. I've added cat eye strips. I've taped up the D rings. There's my old cap ID number. This one is actually a Rothco manufactured one. For a short time, Rothco made US made Alice gear, and this is one of the parts that they made to it. This is actually a very good pack, and it looks almost identical to the 90s and 2000s era butt pack. Anyways, guys, that's, if you guys can get your hands on one of these things, I would suggest that you do it. They used to be about $30, but Rothco actually doesn't make this one anymore. So, like I said, if you guys can get your hands on actually any of the Alice butt packs, you really can't go wrong. But that's going to wrap it up for this one. Hope you guys enjoyed it. Hope you guys learned something new. If you guys have any questions, put them in the comments below. And as always, have a nice day.